In a quiet Indian village nestled between green hills, lived Aarav and his little sister Meera. They weren't rich, but they had something rare, unbreakable love and care for each other. Every year on Raksha Bandhan, Meera would tie a colorful Rakhi on Aarav's wrist. "This is not just a thread," she would say. "It's a promise that you'll always protect me." Aarav would smile and gift her a sweet box or a small toy, replying, "And I always will." One year, during the monsoon, their village was hit by a massive flood. Houses were submerged, roads washed away, and fear spread like lightning. Aarav and Meera got separated during the chaos. Meera was stranded on a rooftop with a few villagers, while Aarav was taken to a rescue shelter. But Aarav didn't wait. Holding the damp Rakhi tied earlier that morning, he searched the flood-hit village for hours. At last, guided by Meera's pet dog Golu, he found her. She was cold and hungry, but safe. As the sun rose the next day, Meera hugged Aarav tightly and whispered, "You came for me, like a real hero." Aarav wiped her tears and said, "That's the magic of the Rakhi. It pulled me to you." From that day, the villagers would tell their story every Raksha Bandhan as a symbol of love, courage, and the sacred bond between a brother and sister. What is the name of Aarav's sister? Meera. Which festival were they celebrating? Raksha Bandhan. Where did Aarav and Meera live? In a small village between green hills. What did Meera tie on Aarav's wrist? A Rakhi. What does a Rakhi symbolize? A promise of protection. What natural disaster hit the village? A flood. What was the name of Meera's pet dog? Golu. Where was Meera stranded during the flood? On a rooftop with some villagers. Where was Aarav taken after the flood? A rescue shelter. What item did Aarav hold while searching for Meera? The damp Rakhi. How did Aarav find Meera? With Golu's help. What did Meera call Aarav after he rescued her? A real hero. What time of day did Aarav find Meera? At sunrise. What did Aarav gift Meera on Raksha Bandhan in earlier years? A sweet box or toy? What did Meera say about the Rakhi every year? It's a promise of protection. Who told their story every Raksha Bandhan after that? The villagers? Why did Aarav say he was pulled to Meera? Because of the Rakhi's magic. What spread through the village after the flood began? Fear. What emotion did the siblings share during the hug? Love and relief. What does this story represent in the context of Raksha Bandhan? The unbreakable bond and